Hi everyone, it is me, Gabrielle here, and today I'm going to talk about why our show never got the new make. Now, a lot of shows get new makes, even films do, and a lot of folks tend to scave new makes as if, well, you're not crafting enough, or you have no thought to come up with anything new, so you're just telling the same song and tell again. Well, first off, you have to come up with a new way of telling it, so it doesn't come off as if you're just telling it over again. So there is some crafting to it. And at one time, it was a big thing to make new makes of films, which was a big thing, and 29 Between While was a big year for that. Now, shows getting new makes don't seem to happen as much as films do. Now, yes, there have been other shows that have gotten new makes. Did they live up to the first one they were offshooting from? Well, that's hard to say. It's more of a thought and belief there. But some of those shows, you know, did. Our show never did get that. Now, back in 25th Between YL, it was going to happen, or at least there was sagas and tales behind it. In 25th Between YL, they were working on a new take, a new make, I guess, or a new take on Xena. This new take would have three main showrunners, Samuel Rini and Robert Tappert, and a new showrunner, Joxer Zalker, I think. I think, yeah, it was Joxer McCann, I guess, Menakin Zanger. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. And he was going to be the third showrunner and head writer of the show. Now, there was a lot of hang-ups that were going on. Now, he handled the Lost show. If anyone ever saw that show, then that was one of his works. So, a lot of hang-ups started to happen. First, no one knew how much they wanted to give or yield to make the show. No one knew where they wanted to film the show. And then Katrina Hall, which we all, was the only show player when they ever did casting to come in, and they wanted to cast her as the new Xena. And she shifted that down under the belief that she didn't think she could live up to how Lucille Ryan Lawless Tappert did it. But then again, I don't know. So then she left, and then not too long after that, Joxer, I guess you would say Mackin Zeller, stepped down, and then some more stuff happened, and then the NBC offshoot, which Comcast bought in 2011 YL, told them, all right, it's a no-go. The show's dead. Now there were a lot of Xena followers out there who were happy to hear this. I mean, wherever you went, they were either bitching or ranting about the new make. Oh, the new make isn't going to be as good as the old show, you know. And the thing is, I would have liked to have seen the new take on the show, the new make on the show. Yeah, that may make me be the odd woman out when it came to the followership. And yes, there would have been sides of the followership. One side liking the old show and hating the new show, one loving the new show and hating the old show, and one liking both, and then folks hating both of them. Now, one of the big unlikenesses between the new make and the first one was that they would say, oh, they're unstraight from the beginning. That would have taken the asking thing away. that would have, you know, would have been the big unlikeness. And I know that would have been a shift off for some. Some folks would have hated that. Some folks would have liked that. Who knows? That may have been the only thing that would make it unlike. And no one really seems to know. There's not like they did any filming. It's not like there's a lost uh, saga out there, or a pilot, or whatever the English word is for a show, for a following a saga of a show that you make, hoping that a folk work, Farsi or folk work, will take it up and get a full-time broadcast deal with. There is not. There's no likenesses. There's no songs. Nothing. You can't. There's nothing out there that I know of that can give you any thought of what this new make or new take on Xena would have looked like. You know? And I know that a lot of folks in the Xena followership were really all happy about this. Yeah, there were a lot of folks who didn't like the new. Well, how could you not like something, the new make or new take on something, if you didn't see it yet? You know, this whole thing about hating on something before you even watched it or saw it, it's just dumb. I mean, you can't say you hate something without either watching or seeing it first. Now, whatever the grounds were, it was a no-go. And I just thought it was sad that our show didn't get a new make or a new take. But there are many other shows out there, and a lot of them happen. Some of them, like Charm, happen to get a new make. Had about three followings to its name before it was ended. Magnum PI comes back for a new take, and I think Quantum Leap or Fast Hop. Yeah, but those two seem to be, and no one really hasn't heard any, and those seem to be the only two. Oh, there's some other shows out there that got new makes or new takes, but it's sad that the Xena fighter Elder Legion never got that, and it still irks my mother to this day. And you might say, well, that was at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, or something like that. 6 or 7 years ago. Yeah, well, she still hasn't gotten over that. You bring it up to her, then you're just asking for a blow up. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on the Xena show, the new make, the new take, whatever you want to call it, that never saw the light of day. Just what I read about it, and it's not much. If anyone else happens to know anything about it, let me know. But I believe what I read about it back then is probably what you're going to know about it. If you like this film, then follow us over here at Xena Melinda Pappas. Watch the other film he made Sunday over here, where where Xena talked about how Twitter has this hang up, and you can't make a reckoning or a fairway with them. I, Gabrielle Coverton, and the fighting rider, more like the fighting saga tiller, the fighting till tiller, the fighting saga tiller, and I'll see you later. Bye.